Hello, everyone. Well, first off, AmyR here. Prairie Paper and Ink. Face. Card making space. Live. Unscripted. Unfiltered. Unpaid intern is in the corner.
That's me.
For a while.
Yep.
He'll be abandoning me at some point today because
there's just so much going on.
There's a lot, and he is the resident chauffeur, because I'm going to be here making with you guys. So he'll be here for a bit, which normally, because those that are aware, I give away the card I make during my lives. He most likely won't be here when this live is done. So what we'll do, though, the giveaway doobly-doo is still, it's in the description box below. We'll just leave it there. And so then the replay people can also enter. And we'll pick a winner probably tomorrow. And then I'll just pop their name in the description box below and in my blog post. That's the easiest way to do it because we've done it like that before. And this works because chaos and month end and just so many things. So yeah, it is nuts. It's freezing cold. We got a bunch of snow. I've got heaters blasting and hair everywhere. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, we're good. Everything's good. Everything seems to be working. And yeah, welcome. We're gonna make something cute. I was prepping ahead of time, so everything should work. Hopefully it's all gonna work. Because again, if you've ever been in my lives, it's usually absolute chaos. So, okay. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So, you're expecting a person? Yeah, we got a decent amount, so not enough yet. I shouldn't say it's not enough. It's just, it's only a matter of time. Okay, I'm gonna boop. Haul. Okay, Pretty Pink Posh. That's what I'm using today. And today, Sunday, November 30th. I'm like, what day is it? I don't even know. Last day of the Pretty Pink Posh Black Friday sales. I have a link. You don't need a code, nothing. It's 25% off site-wide. The majority of what I'm using is in stock as of right this moment. But I have no control. But yeah, I have had this planned out all month, really. And squeezing it in right at the last minute. I love Pretty Pink Posh. When you want to talk about small business, tiny. It is basically like her and her husband. Pauline is amazing. I love her. And yeah, I've been a big fan since she started her business. It's been 11 years, I think. Somewhere around there. And when she first started, it was more just embellishments. And then she started doing little stamp sets and things. And now all the die sets, all the fun and stencils and fun things. And yeah, always been a fan. Love it all. Done many, many videos over the years. And I've done a previous live using some of the November release, a video or two. I don't even remember. It's all on my channel. Some of the stuff I've used in a couple of previous videos, and we'll get to that. This isn't new. This is the Argyle pierced plate. And I ran that through with some Audrey Blue cardstock. So that just, gives the fabulous little impression. And then, I was like, stencil. I've already used this one once or twice. I was raving about this stencil. This is the Twinkle Stencil. I loves it so very much. Works for everything, just a good, this is what I call kind of like a basic pattern, you know what I mean? So I thought I would layer that on this with just some basic embossing paste. Nothing crazy. So this is just white texture paste. And great, please. I still recommend, no matter what. I always recommend. I talk about this a lot. Press and seal, to seal up your paste. It does help. I have a link to it because those outside of North America, it's very difficult to get press and seal. Sorry, made my camera ring. Yeah, it's difficult to get outside of North America. The rest of us, we can find it at the grocery store, super basic, whatever. You can also use just regular cling wrap. Just the beauty of press and seal is it seals even better. But you could also just put cling wrap to seal up your paste. That said, I have never sealed this. This is old. The one I have a link to is just the Ranger white matte, like opaque embossing paste. Same stuff. This is old. This is one of the few that doesn't really dry out. Like, I've had this for years. However, I still recommend sealing your paste. So with this, do as I say, not as I do. It will last longer. But again, pastes are different brands, different formulas. There's a lot. And the thing to always remember, glitter paste, that formula is the most finicky of all of them. That one will solidify in the jar over time. Even if you've got pressing, even if you've never opened it. It's just the nature of that type of formula. So those ones, 1,000,000% press and seal, all the things, and use them. Use your paste. This one, like a basic white opaque, can't recommend it enough because you can mix. I've done a bajillion videos over the years, like mixing like paint, reinkers, glitter, all kinds of things with this stuff. I love it. So a basic white, great for everything. And then the other ones, get what you want, get what you like. Just do not collect and hoard them. Use them because they will dry out. I have thrown out many containers that over the years I would, go through them and they're just bricks. Couldn't even get the lid open and it was solid. So there's my little PSA yet again. And yeah, paste, man. They're one of the few products in crafting that you don't need every single color. Do not collect them, for a rainy day sort of a thing, or like 10 years from now when I'm retired, I can use them. You don't expect that to be the case because it's the formula. It's the nature of it. So there we go. There's my PSA for today's live. So anywho, applying it. Didn't bother grit matte tape. Doesn't matter. Especially with this stuff. Once the paste is on, it kind of just holds everything in place. And then, love it. Love it. All right. Keep a little container of water off to the side. Clean off your stencils. This kind of paste does clean off really easily, even if you did forget and left it on your stencil. This kind of paste especially, you can just soak it. Like if you did manage to forget and your stencil was sitting out overnight, whatever, and this paste started, this kind you can soak. Some pastes are not. Again, glitter paste turns into cement. I still love it. I want people to be aware of the glitter paste. That stuff is a little more, you can try soaking it if you forget, but glitter paste, clean immediately. And if you did forget, try soaking it. Or another option, because I got asked that just in a comment the other day, with glitter paste, if you left it on your stencil, it's solidified, and you can't get it off, do something like gel hand sanitizer. Because the gel, and like set it on something non-porous and then put the hand sanitizer, the gel, and see if that can like soak in enough to hopefully loosen it. Because yeah, glitter paste, you got to respect the glitter, man. Respect the glitter. It is just, that's what the price we pay. So there's my little background. And then with the magic of video editing and television, I got a dry one. So that guy, even though really I probably could have done that like the other one, and just by the time I'm done everything else, it'll be dry. This stuff does dry pretty quickly, again, Varies on the paste, how thick you apply it, your climate, places that are more humid, etc. Things will take longer to dry. But yeah, I've got plans. So I got my background, and then I'm going to use this is the little penguin mugs die set. I did a video or a live stream. I don't even remember. The previous set was the gingerbread mugs, and I've done a video on them. Adorable. And yeah, these guys have been sitting here, and I was like, I need to use them. They're so ridiculously cute. Like, stop it. Just stop it. Also, because I love penguins. Chris and I were talking about penguins the other day, and I was going on about some video that popped up in my feed of some, I think they were a rehabilitation place, you know, and it was a dude weighing a little baby like emperor penguin. I want one. I want one as a pet. I'm so professional. Okay, so I die cut my mug from black cardstock, and then the little cocoa from Spellbinder's Truffle cardstock. Scarf and handle. This is it snow cone, sea glass? I don't remember my own supply list. It's something. Sea glass. This is honey cardstock. And then I want to add a little bit of definition. I didn't do his eyes. I have a plan for that in a second. But I want to add just a little bit more depth to some of these pieces. Obviously with the black, you can't do much, but did I do that in a previous? I think I did that in a previous video with the penguin holder die. And I die cut them from gray. Is that what I did? I don't, you guys, it's been a long month. Oh no, if I didn't do it, it was in my head. Welcome to my so super professional live streams where I'm like, know exactly all, all the things. Okay, ready that. I want that. And then for that, I'll use surf. Yeah, let's do those. Okay. I know, right? Should look for the video penguins chasing bubbles. Oh, I think I've seen that. Penguins, they're just the cutest little creatures. Seriously. I love penguins. You know, you can't go wrong. We did the penguin experience at our zoo. We were all in a room with the penguins and they were walking around us. Oh, they used to do that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you couldn't go in a room with them, but they would do I think it was a penguin walk, and they would like walk them outside, and you could like be there. I'd get arrested. I would be trying to grab one and take it home with me. It would be, I love it. I love it. They have signs up everywhere, like do not, reach in, don't try to pet them. And I'm just like, but I want to pet them. So anyway, okay. Yeah, can't go wrong with penguins. So we're going to add a little bit, just a smidge of depth, not a whole lot, to these little die cut pieces. So I'm going to add a little bit of the surf ink to the handle. Just doop. Really light hand. And you always got to remember that this will dry back a bit, not a ton, but a bit. So that's good. And then for this little guy, we'll just kind of take more of what's left on the glass mat and just kind of pull it up on there. Doop, doop, doop. And then I can go in and add a little bit more there. And this is one of the things, and I've talked about this before, that I love about the Pretty Pink Posh dies is a lot of her dies, a lot of them, have stitching detail, which a lot of dies do nowadays, but she's been doing this for a while, and I just love how it adds the extra something, you know? I heard you can't pet them because it messes with the oils in their feathers, which is what makes them waterproof. Yeah, 100%. Like, really. I always say it too. Don't interact with the wild animals. Same with the ones in the zoo. You're not, don't touch them. Stay away. Be respectful. Always. But again, in my, my inner self is just like, but why friend shaped? Why cute, fluffy? Want to give scritches. So hard. So hard. It's a struggle. Like, I would literally be, what Looney Tunes show was that? The bear, he's like, I will hug him and squeeze him. There's that clip. Do you know which one I'm talking about? And he's like, and I will name him. Was it a little girl? I thought it was a... No, I think it was like a bear. He was like grabbing something. I forget. It was just, that one plays in my head, and it's like a popular meme now too. And it's like, I'll hug him and squeeze him and name him like Edward or something. I forget. Anyway, that's me. Always. Even with like the bears, which the unpaid intern's not a fan of bears. And I'm just like, but I want to pet them.
It's from the Looney Tunes cartoon, The Abominable Snow Rabbit.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was I right though that it was a bear?
It wasn't a bear. It was an abominable snowman.
It was an abominable... Whatever. That's what I would like to do, is hug them and squeeze them. George. That's where it is. I'll hug him and squeeze him and call him George. Anyway, that's me. Always. But yeah. Yeah, Hugo the Abominable Snowman. See? Yeah. There we go. It's like those random things that just like stick in the back of your brain for years. Baby bears look so fluffy and stuff. They do. Even big ones do. They're just so scritchy, Stay away from the wild animals, folks. Always. Respect nature. Okay. We're going to add just a little bit to his little feetsies as well. Just to give it a little bit of dimension. See? Just a bit. Nothing too crazy. He wanted to name the... Yeah, it was Bugs Bunny he was doing that too, wasn't it? I have not seen that episode in 30 years? Over 30 years. I was a kid. But the meme has popped up at times,
I think it's kind of a take on Of Mice and Men.
Probably. But just that scene I've, remembered over the years. And then people have played that meme when someone posts a cute little animal video, and we're all just like, all of us, that internal need to, squeeze. I understand that need. I feel it a lot. Right? But I respect the wild creatures, But yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. We added that little bit. Oh, and I wanted to add pink to his cheeks. Okay, just wait. Let's move these out of the way and clean up that yellow before I get it everywhere. Doop. Hello, Mari. Name him George. That's what it was, George. Yeah, and I can picture it in my mind's eye. It's funny how certain things just stick with you. There we go. And still see it. I got yellow on my desk. Let me just clean that up before it transfers to where I don't want it. Okay. Have bears and deer that love comment. Yeah, one of you posted, and I didn't get a chance to reply to it, but one of you posted on my Facebook page. Was it the last live? We were talking about moose. We're always talking about animals and snacks. Separate. Animals are not snacks. Maybe beef jerky. Anyway, about moose. And then one of you posted a picture of your backyard, and it was 3 moose, like a mother and her 2 babies, drinking from the bird bath, right in their yard. And I was just like, that was amazing. It was amazing. Love it. Anywho, okay. I want to add. Okay, this is where. And then his little eyes are going to go there. So I want to add just a little bit of pink. And for that, ballerina is the perfect pink. Okay. Cuteness aggression is real. Oh, it is. You just want to squeeze so bad. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Little tiny blending brush, really light ink, light pink. This is Simon's Ballerina Pink. And I'm just gonna like add and slowly build up because I want it to be like soft. Just he's gonna have little pink cheeks because, you know, that's what we do. Do, do, do. Love. Keep going. Like so. Yeah. A little bit more. Just trying to blend it out. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Oh, that's today, Mari. Well, happy birthday to him. That's fun. And yay for cake. One of my Rugrats' birthdays tomorrow.
Yep.
Ah! I'm not ready. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, I want to glue. I need glue would help. Baby daughter had a mama and baby moose in their farmyard last year. Hung around. It kind of scary. That mama instinct in a moose. Oh, the mama instinct in any animal and humans. The few people on this planet that have had to deal with my wrath when I'm protecting my kids. Oh yeah. You know, we like to joke sometimes about Amy getting arrested. Trust me, it's actually come close more than once with me protecting my children. Because, yep. So yeah, and same. That's why I say stay away from the wild animals. Because mama moose, mama bears, mama anything.
They don't
Really.
have no law.
No, they don't have laws, and they will. That is one I would. Oh, I love baby bears, but if I saw, I wouldn't go anywhere near because that mama is nearby, and she. Oh, those they terrify me. Yeah. So anyway. Oh my goodness. Let me start assembling. My glue's clogged. What else is new? Mamas don't mess around. Truth. Like, Yep. I would take a bullet for my kids. I'll go to prison for life for my children. But I will also be the meanest mom ever and make them clean their room and make their beds and, and all those things. Make them eat their vegetables. But yeah. Okay. So now we just gotta, like, assemble our little penguin dude. And I'm getting, like, glue everywhere. What else is new? Okay. What do you mean the link was not there? It should be. Link is inactive. Oh, did I mess that up again? That wouldn't be surprising. Give me half a second. I may have messed it up. So let me quickly go like this. Like that. Like this. Apologies for that. I don't know why. But also not surprising.
What's the matter?
My link isn't working. Just wait, I'm fixing it. You were gone because you abandoned me. I was so abandoned. The one at the top, my Pretty Pink Posh link. Which wonderful, because I've had that one up on my sales page for several days. So that would explain why, yeah. Good job, Amy. Okay, I fixed it now. It should work. Let me double check. You'll have to refresh. But it should work. now. Oh, that's annoying. I have this set for no ads during the live. Stop it, YouTube. And it's still... Really? I wonder if Alwyn's being a butthead. Are all my other links doing that too? Because if it is, I'm going to be hecka mad.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's only the ones to Pretty Pink Posh.
Well, that's annoying.
Wonderful. Well, you can just go to the website. It's fine. Her website's working. Why my links are broken, I don't know. That's really annoying. And of course, I find this out on the very last day of the month. Thanks, Alwyn.
Might just be a today thing.
No, I have a feeling then it must have been because I haven't seen like any Pretty Pink Posh things on my back end, and I was just assuming that people weren't using my links. But yeah. Yeah. That's... Oh, no. A couple have come through. A couple have come through. What the heck? But all my other ones aren't working?
No, it just says closed merchant.
That's really stupid. Well, it's on the Pretty Pink Posh website.
Sure. Friday.
Oh, there is a code. Sorry. That again was my bad. I'm a professional, y'all. I'll edit that too. With code. Why did I think there wasn't one? My brain is fried. There we go. Friday 25 is the code anyway. Welcome to me being a professional. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know why everything's being stupid today. Well, we do know why. Because tech gremlins hate me. So, are we surprised? You shouldn't be. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's saying closed merchant.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alwyn. Whatever, it's weekend. I can't deal with any of that now anyway. Let's just keep working. And it's all pointless because they don't give a crap when I call them out and have major tech issues. The joys of doing this as a job. Anyway, how we get credit? I won't. It's fine. It's not the end of the world or anything. Can you go through and see if you can find a link that works for Pretty Pink Posh? Even if you go into like one of my older videos, like find one that works that people can, if people want to use it. Because yeah, I had to do it. They're the same thing as ShareSale. And those that might remember, was that last year, when it broke for like 2 solid months, and all the issues I had, and I fought hard with them, and I got so much mansplaining and tech-splaining, which drove me insane because I was like, I know what I'm talking about, and your site's broken, but here's, and so many of you sent me your order info, and I spent an ungodly amount of time filing, like,
even your ones on like videos that are only a couple months old are giving the same error.
I love it so much. Thanks, Alwyn. So yeah, and they did nothing. Like I lost like all my income for like 2 months last year. It nearly killed me. It was awful. Anyway, regardless, if you want to shop at Pretty Pink Posh, you can just go directly to the website. It's fine. Paulina, like again, Paulina's awesome, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it right now, and they wouldn't answer me anyway till tomorrow, and they'll be like, oh, they'll give me some stupid mansplaining tech BS that is not true. Is not true. Yeah, you guys, use links to go. Oh, apparently, if the ones in the chat are working,
Wow.
check. Anyway, yeah, it was. I appreciate like all of you that like had messaged me back then. Like, I sent and filled out because I had to manually fill out every single order, and I did. And I was like, this person gave me this info, da da da, da, all of it. And in the end, afterwards, like, it was just like, you know, I was given a bunch of BS and it was heartbreaking beyond. So, yeah, I have very little faith that they're gonna make it right this time. But are they working from the chat or no? No.
I mean, the Simon and Truffle.com ones are fine, but
No, but I want the Pretty Pink Posh. I want Pretty Pink Posh to get
yes.
sales and stuff. 'Cause she deserves it. Like all these brands do, but that's annoying. And I wish I could fix it. And of course it's happening while I'm live. See, we're building him. He's looking adorable. I'm going to keep doing this before I have a meltdown on camera. Hooray! Anyway, okay. Where'd my little doomahickey go? So we're going to assemble him. So can you keep checking to see if it's just completely fritzed? Because even if we can find a random one that works. Ew.
Yeah, I'll look.
Keep looking, dude. This is why you're unpaid. Literally. Literally. Anyway, okay. Back to what we're doing. So we got his little feetsies on, and now he needs eyeballs. I have no idea these might be. I've shown these in a few live streams, and if they're out of stock, hopefully they'll get restocked. There is a die as well. So if a person doesn't have these, what you could do is use the little coordinating wafer die. So there's a little coordinating wafer die that die cuts the little eyeballs. And what you could do is either die cut them from just black cardstock, and then you could add a little bit of glossy accents. That would work. Or you could die cut from like a black glossy cardstock. That would work really easily. You could also do googly eyes. That's always an option too. Options. They're all broken.
Yeah, it's probably an Owen thing,
I assume it's Owen. That's just annoying because I've got two right here. So it's at the beginning of my life they were working because there was two that went through and then it broke. Advertiser. That might. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just keep going. I can't do anything about it. Where's my little... There he is. Okay. Okay. So these little shape sprinkles. Oh, and little like another option too is things like little black the half rhinestones that we use for bling, those sorts of things. Those also work for little critter eyes. Like there's so many options. I want to get that centered before I press them into place. So, like I was saying, options. So many options. These I just like because they're quick and simple, self-adhesive. And then we've got a little penguin. He's adorable. Adorable. The black glaze. Yeah, the black glaze pen would also work. I would still die cut. I would still die cut from black cardstock. I would adhere them. And then either the black glaze pen or there is that clear glaze pen from Secure as well, which I like never use because I would just use gloss. But glossy accents, honestly, would probably be what I would use before any of it. Because just a little like bloop, with glossy accents would still dry quite quickly. Because it's a small area, you don't need to glob on a bunch of it. And it would just go burp, burp. I would do that. That would look really cute. Or just black cardstock and then just add a little white dot with a white gel pen. That would look adorable too, to give it just a little extra something, which speaking of a white gel pen, let's, no, my Pretty Pink Posh links are broken.
Yeah.
Love that so much. Love it so much. Anyway, white gel pen. We'll just add a few little bits here and there with this. I didn't link to this, but it's just the Jelly Roll 10 white gel pen that I have used for years and years and years. So we'll use that. I just add them wherever. I do get asked a lot about highlights, and I get it. Like, how do you know where to put them? Like, that's one I get asked a lot. And honestly, I just stick them wherever. Just wherever. I don't really worry about it too much. So yeah. Okay. Would it be helpful for you to order through me through your Simon affiliate links? You don't get this at like on Pretty Pink Posh, the Pretty Pink Posh products, 25% off, and it ends today. It's fine. But yeah, my other links work. Thank you, Zon, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, you guys, free will. You do what you want. It's fine. I'm just annoyed more than anything. But I can't do anything about it on my end. It's
Unfortunately, we have no ability to press button in somebody else's system.
yeah, on my end, it's everything is working. Everything is working is what they're claiming, which is a load of crap. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm sure they'll like start working as soon as the live is over, like tomorrow. Everything will be fine as if nothing ever happened. Love it so much. Okay. I did other die cutting with the Christmas Bell Shaker die set. And this I did a video on a couple months ago, whenever, a while ago. Because this is from one of her previous like releases. And I just used the like greenery bits and then the little berries. And I die cut those from some green cardstocks. Doop, doop. And then those. And then the berries I die cut from some red glitter cardstock to give it a little extra something something. So we'll get back to those in a second. I think I'll still add some like depth to this as well. I'll use kale, maybe even a bit of that. Yeah, let's just do that to add some depth to these leaves. And this one is Concord and 9th Evergreen, I think is the color I used. Yes, Concord 9th Evergreen. This one I don't have a source for. This green cardstock was discontinued from the brand that had it. And there's no substitutes as of right now. So I has no link for that one. But just greens. And then I'm starting with kale, but because this cardstock is so dark, a lot's not really going to show up. But I'm putting the kale down first just to give it, like, just kind of to, like, prime the cardstock, basically. So I'll go in with a bit of that. And then, has anyone heard when the last set of mini distress oxides will be released? Da-da-da-da. Oh, thank you, Paulina. Thank you. There we go. Hopefully that you guys can read that. Yeah. Don't worry about my links, but if you're going to order from Pretty Pink Posh, if you put that in the note, credit AmyR. This is what I'm talking about. Small business, man. Pauline is a gem. Thank you. Okay, back to, what was it? Oh, Distress Minis. Yes. The Distress Mini Oxides, the last set. I don't know anything. Nobody tells me nothing. I assume, my assumption, I'm assuming tomorrow, maybe. Just, Tim was live yesterday. you guys, I'm just like, I don't know what day it is. He was like, and just, or this week is my assumption. Just, he had that little twinkle in his eye and he was saying things and I was just like, so we'll see. We will all stay tuned for that. Okay. I took charcoal, which is a dark, dark gray, and adding that. And because I primed the cardstock with the kale shade, this just kind of blends into it. And it just adds, which on camera looks really dark, you know? Um, Could you put a link to a different Pretty Pink Posh video that Amy's on? You guys, it doesn't matter. All my Pretty Pink Posh links don't work. So just go to prairiepinkposh.com. And then if you want to give me credit, put it in the order notes. Just put poor AmyR. But yeah, you can put credit AmyR and she'll know. Because again, it's small business, man. They handle that all. She handles it all herself and crazy. So this looks super dark on camera, but it is dark, but you can kind of see it. It's funny how the camera will look with a stitching detail. Oh, and I forgot to share. You. This is like the first time during a public live. I tested this out on my Patreon members. Look what I have now. Hi, look what I have. I have a side cam. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, look how like profesh I actually am. Like, what the heck, man? Yeah. Look, I'm so fancy. So very fancy. I didn't get the foot pedal thing yet. I told Kathy she was nuts, basically. And I was just like, dude, why? And then I finally got my side camera set up. And then I was like, crap, I kind of might need to get one of them foot pedals to do this sort of thing, Like, oh, isn't it amazing? And look what else I did. Because, oh, so you can see, like, it's kind of trippy, though. I don't know yet how I feel about the side-by-side, but look at this. I need therapy. I don't know. But yeah, as a professional, this kind of stuff has me very very excited, especially considering I figured out the side cam myself. Just, and that took me a while. Okay. And maybe a couple meltdowns. So let's just be honest. But yeah, isn't it look how fancy we are today. And let's just hope that was also my fear. Though again, those of you that have been around for a long time, y'all know I don't have good luck with the tech gods, the gremlins and cameras and just all of it. And then I decided to go completely insane and tempt fate and add a third high def camera. And funny enough, I did it and I added it, and that's like, again, this is the first time we're doing it, but I did it and I added it and I was setting things up and I'm like, I go upstairs to Chris and I'm just like, I froze the thing in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I like tried to troubleshoot it, figure it all out, and I did it again later in the day, like testing it out, and I was just like, this is, and then just stubbornness. So I figured it out, and look how fancy I am. I'm so fancy now. So amazing. So my big thing, and the reason I wanted to get it, is for when I keep telling you guys when I'm doing certain techniques and I'm like, I'm, barely touching or da-da-da. And like this camera, face down, you can't see. You can't see anything. You can't see the desk under my hand. But now, with the magic of the technology, you can see it. And that just, I feel like a genius. For the moment. It won't last. But isn't it cool? The links are working again?
Are they?
Paulina commented. Maybe it was just a weird glitch that just wanted to get my heart rate up. I am sweating. Thank you. Paulina, I will give you all credit. Paulina fixed it. She's a genius. Everyone say thank you to, but we'll just give her the full credit because I didn't do nothing. So thank you, Paulina. Chaos, y'all. Literally, I'm sweating. I'm just sweating. But there's my little greenery bits. So we have those because we're gonna. He needs to be zhuzhed up. So we have greenery bits, and then this one item is out of stock. Just heads up. I've used it in previous videos. I used the little Christmas holder editions for the candy canes. There are other sets that have little candy canes from Pretty Pink Posh as well. Options, So that, as of when I started filming anyway, that one was out of stock, but everything else was in stock. So, and the snowflakes. Those are from the edition set as well, but snowflakes. So yes. Thank you, Paulina. I give you all the credit that the links are working again. Thank you. I appreciate it. With the double camera, your face camera gone. Yeah. I have to do all of this kind of stuff. I have to set it up. I build these screens that you guys see. So where you see my face, I add that. So I haven't added that yet. Just trust me, y'all. Setting up that double screen took a ridiculous amount of time. I'm not even kidding. It's nuts how much work goes in, and same like all of it is nuts. It's fun to a degree, and especially when things are working, it's like wonderful. But leading up to that point, it's crazy. It's stressful. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like shooting in the dark, really. So anyway, a parent showed up. Of course. Yeah. Pauline is the parent. Yeah. She showed up and things started working again. It's true, especially with tech stuff, whether it's the affiliate links or just the weird stuff. I will be having like the weirdest issue and I'll call him down because the unpaid intern works in tech. And the minute the minute he comes down here, I will be having the most ridiculous. You can't get my videos uploaded to YouTube. I will be in tears because I will be so frustrated. I'll have tried every single thing. And I will message him. And if he has the time, because sometimes he's working, but he'll come the minute he comes down here, everything just works like magically. And I look like this crazy, sobbing psychopath. But he knows. He knows. It's all a bunch of BS. And this is why I'll end up in the nut house at some point. So anyway. Okay, welcome to my life. What streaming software do you use? I use Ecamm Live. Where's a piece of paper? Here we go. Oh, if this was stuck to my thing. Ecamm as in, I had a pen. There we go. This only works with Macs, by the way. Ecamm Live. That is the software I use. There is other, and I'm going to say this just because I know a lot of people are curious about doing this kind of stuff. There are other platforms out there for doing live streaming that are not. This is meant for people that are using Apple product, like Mac computers. That's what it's built for. For non-Mac users, there's many platforms. I cannot speak to any of them because I've never used them. If Mari's still in the chat, she can attest. One of the big ones is it Streamlabs or StreamYard?
Streamlabs.
I think it's Streamlabs. They doubled their prices. It's insanely expensive. That makes me not happy. But there are other ones out there. Please come to the Ecamm Creator Camp next year. Oh, yeah. No, I know they do a lot of things like that. I have no idea. Where did my little... There he is. Okay. So, yeah. Then I was with my husband. He shows up and things work again. I know. Like, literally, the amount of times And I have the most weird tech issues, that just people have literally said to my face, platforms have said to my face, they're like, we have never seen or heard of this happening to anyone. And I'm like, hi, welcome to my chaos. I will find ways to break things in ways you can't even imagine. And I'll never be able to replicate it. And yeah. Anyway, what am I doing? I had tried to keep these in place, but I did a very bad job of it because I die cut the stripies for my candicans from Red Glitter cardstock. And it is amazing. So I tried to keep the little stripies in place because then it's easier to adhere them. There we go. But if I just kind of look at because like I get if I the first time I ever used some of these sets, I just popped all the pieces out. I wasn't thinking. And then when I went to assemble, it took me forever because I just get myself like turned around, like upside down. And I was like, does this go here? In the end, does it really matter? Not really. But yeah. So I try to keep the pieces in place or I'll keep them if they're, in the die. And then I can pop them out where they belong. And then this just makes it a million times easier to this guy goes right there because that one's right there to adhere them in place so I'm not fighting with it. See? It's oop, doop. But then we got that. So then all I gotta do is add glue. And you can't really see it on here. Focus. See the little stitching detail, of course. So then if you didn't want to do like the separate die cut, you could use just the stitching detail as a guide and just take a red marker and go derp, derp, that would work too. Ooh, or if you had like one of those like red glitter pens, that would look really fun too. Especially if you were doing a bunch of them, rather than piecing. I don't mind doing the piecing at all, but if you got a ton to do, you could just with a marker or a glitter pen. That could be really fun. Red stickles. I do not have any more red stickles anymore. I used to have every single color. Now I just keep the basics, all the like clear sparkly types, but man, I used to use red stickles, especially for holiday cards, because like little Rudolph noses and that kind of stuff. Red stickles for the win. I should have picked up a bottle. It's like $2, $3, something. Stickles are cheap. Anyway, cute. StreamYard. Yeah, Mari commented about that. Yeah, StreamYard is stupid expensive. Like, my jaw was on the floor when I saw how much StreamYard was for live streaming. Unless you're making like good money, I couldn't imagine. I know it's super easy to use, but their original prices were still up there. But what they are now is disgusting. Like, it's like, I forget. It's like $400+ US a year now, which is nuts. Anyway. Okay. So then we just add glue to the alternate spots like so. And this is also where a little embellishment wand. Anyone does not have one of these in their little like tool arsenal, get one. Pretty much every brand that has any sort of tools has one now. There's a bunch available, but game changer. I use mine for everything, for placing all my little embellishments, little die cuts, all of it. Love it so much. Love it so much. So there's our little gotta get back to the Black Friday orders. Thank you, Paulina. Yep. Well, have fun going back to work. Small businesses, man. Gotta support them. Love it. And Pretty Pink Posh is awesome. Okay. So I have my little candy canes. We've got some little snowflakes. Oh, I also did whipped cream. That's part of the little penguin. What's the official name of him? Penguin mugs set. You gotta have the little whipped cream. You know, because he just like hot cocoa. You either gotta have whipped cream or marshmallows or both. You know, I do love me. There is marshmallows in the set. I thought about die cutting them because it die cuts several at once, which I love. Because same thing, like I don't mind repetitiveness when I'm getting in a zone. I will, prep and do my die cutting. I do love though, like sets like this. She included the extras. So like you've got mugs in both directions. I'm only going to use the one today, but yeah, the mugs in both directions. But then both bodies, the cocoa, coffee, whatever you want it to be, both of their little beaks, feet, eyes, like so. Really, you can do all of it at once. Love it. And then the marshmallows. There's 6 instead of just like one little marshmallow die that you would have to die cut 15 times. I don't. I don't have enough patience, but I'll do it if I have to. But I like when I don't. But anyway, I didn't do the marshmallows this time. I think I did marshmallows on the gingerbread mugs. Oh, you're leaving me?
Yeah.
Now you're abandoning me? First my links break and then you...
Quite soft.
Yeah.
I'll turn this back in your direction.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Keep the heat aimed at me.
Yeah.
It's not so bad considering I was sweating with everything breaking earlier. So now I'm getting heated up. But yeah. You be careful and drive safe. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Well, now it's just us. We can cause chaos. We're not being supervised. Paulina left and Chris left. What else are we supposed to do? Like, my literal inner need to just start something on fire. Oh my God, you guys. Again, if you're not aware, I'm completely insane. Welcome to the chaos. Yeah, on set is sold out. Yes, that little Christmas holder editions is sold out, but definitely worth waiting for when she's able to get it back in stock. It can take a while, obviously. But this is a good little set because it's also got, there's little earmuffs. I thought, oh my, it fits on the mugs. So this little set, it's not little, it is a big set. And I just stuck a thin little cheapo magnet to the packaging, but this little set is worth getting when she is able to restock it. So it might be later. That's fine. Because I've used it many times in videos. There's a little Santa hat. There's some little ornaments, a little wreath, and then, yeah, the little earmuffs, which, stop it. Christmas lights, all these things. Because these are meant for the Christmas holders. All those little die sets. There's a penguin one. There's a ghost. There's a cat. There's a dog. There's a rabbit. Like, there's a bunch of holder die sets that Pretty Pink Posh has done. And then there's several different editions to zhuzh them up, to give them to hold, to give accessories, all the things. And then some of these other sets, like the mugs, like it works. Mix and match, do your thing. So yeah, this one has been sold out, but put it on your little wait list and, get it later and we're good. And yeah, all that prep work, the background I did during the live, it's dry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We might have all jinxed it with Chris leave. Now the crafty chaos gremlins might come out. You never know. You never know, y'all. The poltergeist. We'll just see. Most likely though, I am the creator of my own chaos. I'm well aware of it. I own it. A lot of the issues in my life I cause for myself. It just is what it is. Yep. So, is what it is. Yes. I always wish for 2 the same dies in a set. Same. There's just every once in a while, there's those certain dies that it's like, man, and there have been times in the past I have, and I probably will in the future, depending on the brand and what it is, but there have been times where I will purchase a second set because it's one I use so much. Those mushrooms that I use all the time. Like I'll purchase a second set because it literally just saves me time because it's like I can run through 2 at once, you know, and die cut my little piles of die cuts, etc. Love it. Okay, so we've got our greenery bits and some little candy cane because I wanted to stick some little candy canes in the mug. I may need to like no, I can make this work. I can make this work if we do like that. Let's one thing at a time. I want to trim this down a little bit first. Okay. When parents are, I know, y'all. Seriously, it's not like Chris can do anything, anyways. Like seriously, and he's well aware of it. Like he and I joke about that a lot. He, you know, he'll say something or whatever it is, and he just knows. I'm just like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, no man can tell me what to do. But yeah. And he's at least gracious enough that when I come to him crying over whatever crap I caused for myself, he has always been gracious enough and smart enough not to be like, I told you so, you know? Whereas I'm petty enough that I say that to him all the time. I was like, I told you so. I'm great, y'all. I'm wonderful. He puts up with me, whatever. The 19-year-old is referred to occasionally as the adult-shaped object. That's hilarious. Love it. Love it. Received my Halloween. Oh, you got the Halloween card. Awesome. Yeah, I mailed out cards. I got to mail out the last couple live winners. I barely left my house, you guys. Getting there. Okay. Now we need to like figure out where we're going to put all these things because I die cut stuff with not a whole lot of thought. Yep. Because I need to figure out, like, what if I put that like that? Because if we did it, I got like glue bits. So I got to figure out my layout, y'all. Because, yeah, if we do it like that, because I need space for the because the sentiment I want to go right here. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of. I can do. I'm gonna do that. And there. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I was just trying to figure out all the different things. I think I did little pine sprigs in the gingerbread mug cards, and I said the same thing to you. I was like, you know, realistically, you're not going to stick pine sprigs in your hot cocoa mug, but this is paper and, you know, the things we do for art. But yeah, just greenery just adds to, you know, all the things. I think I want that on its own. And then I just want to, you know, get on your, now I'm all thumbs. Go like that. I also want to make sure that I have enough space. Yeah, that can work. Okay. Because so that this still fits in an envelope, you know, even though I cut it down a bit. There we go. That'll work. Tape will work. Okay. Yes, the code for Pretty Pink Posh, Friday 25 gets you 25% off. I don't know why I had it in my head. I posted the graphics. I did all the things. I do not know why I had it in my head that no code was needed. I convinced myself. I gaslit myself in the dumbest way possible. I'm a professional. I do this for a living. Yeah. Welcome, as always, to the ridiculousness. Okay, just little washi tape. and then I can like squeeze in a bit of glue. Doodly do. There we go. More often than not, I feel like an adult shaped object. Same. I'm like a perpetual teenager. Oh, same. Same. It's, yeah. Some days I literally ask myself, it's like, how did I get here? You know, I was like, I don't have the qualifications to be an adult. Like, can someone else come along and like make the decisions for me? What the heck? Who thought this was a good idea? Okay. Oh, look at a little kinky. Okay. Yeah, if we move him over a little bit, I don't want to go too far because I need space for the sentiment. But that'll work. He'll be a little lopsided because, you know, penguins. I don't know why I do this. I create like stories for my little characters. It just makes me happy. Okay, let's adhere the sentiment. This is from the Where's my mess? There it is. This is from the Let It Snow shadow die set. And they call it shadow because she's got the shadow. I just use the snow word because I'm going to use a little stamp for the let it. But you've got options. So I die cut the word from white cardstock twice, and then the outline from the same Audrey Blue cardstock. And then we'll stack them together to give them dimension. I mean, I love it. I'm adding that 100%. Yeah, can I cancel my subscription to adulthood too? I would like a refund. Some days it ain't so bad, and then other days, you know, when there's like 5 million things you need to deal with, and everyone is looking at you, you know, needing decisions, needing money, needing this, that, and the other thing, and I'm just like, why? You know, and my brain just goes blank, and I'm like, I am not qualified for any of this. So yeah. Too funny. No, I don't know. And the funny thing is for me personally, like, one, I started adulthood very, very young. I've been on my own since I was like 17. And then had my first kid, 18, not long after my 19th birthday. So yeah, I started adulthood before I even was an adult. So wonderful. Anyway, even before that though, I always like wished to be. I had these weird ideas in my head that I was like, well, life will change when I'm in my 20s. Life will change. And then I was like, life will change when I'm in 30. Like, and especially because I was so young with my kids. I was like, once I'm in my 30s, people will take me more seriously. People will treat me more like an adult. And I got into my 30s. That never happened. Had 2 more kids. Got divorced, all the things. And then, I don't know, early on, like going through my divorce, I was like, well, maybe once I'm in my 40s, like, you know, I'll feel like an adult, you know, because didn't start figuring my life out till late 30s. And now I'm in my 40s and I'm just like, nope, unsubscribe. uh, do. Yeah, it's a different thing. Yeah. So I now have 2 adult children and several younger ones. I don't talk about my kids like personally, their personal stuff online. I don't share any of that. But yeah, it's a big age gap between the oldest and the younger ones, and it's a very different sort of dynamic. And it's really funny now because the adult kids, when their friends or their coworkers, etc., get introduced to me, and they're just like, "That's your mom," and it's just like, "Yeah, hi." Like half the time, I'm dressed like a complete teenager, whatever, just schlepping around. I was like, I'm not an adult. Anyway, okay, sentiment. So I can figure out my placement of all the things so that we can put him. How was I going to do? Do I want to put one like right there? Oh, kind of maybe like that. And then maybe, I don't know. I still want to stick some stuff in there? Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, we could maybe tuck one in like that. Oh, I do like that. I also talk to myself a lot. Just when I'm filming and editing and doing stuff in here like I'm crafting by myself, I talk to myself a lot. That's just kind of running stream of conscious. That's just what we do. So yeah. Oh, let's get him like that. And I need to squeeze a bit of glue in there. There we go. Okay. When I was in my 20s, I was a bank manager. And I thought, yeah. Oh, same thing. I was a teenager. Like, I didn't even have my driver's license. When I got my first job, like my first real job, because I did some volunteer work and stuff first, but I got my first real job at a fast food restaurant. And I was 15 years old and got promoted to supervisor and was running that place by myself. Like, some of my coworkers were significantly older than me, but that's just how it's been. Like, it's looking back, it's just like, what on earth were they thinking? Like, yes, I was responsible to a degree, but I was a child. I literally didn't have a driver's license. I had to be driven to and from work. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got that. And then we can maybe stick. It's going to be just a very, yeah, I don't know why I like those. It's fun. I'm in my 50s and still not taken seriously. Okay, well, at least it's not me. Or like not just me, as annoying as that is. But then again, I can go on another feminist rant of how women are never taken seriously. You know, that's usually a big reason why. Okay, to add our little sprigs. There we go. Where was I? Yeah. Okay. Make sure I'm still like on camera. Yeah. This is working. This is working. He's so cute. These would make really cute tags too. You could leave off like the little bits, keep it this, or still add the little candy canes. Brain stop. You could do all that. But you could just punch like a little hole. Or you could adhere, if you wanted it to look really clean, you could adhere some string like in between, like sandwich it between the layers. And this could make a really cute little like tag. Or you could adhere it to just like make a separate tag and just stick it on there. But how cute would that be? Like as a little tag. Or a little gift card. Ooh, he would look really cute. Adhere to a little gift card envelope and a little gift card to a local coffee shop. So many ideas. So many ideas. Need more hours in the day, need more time, all the things. In fact, I'm gonna stick some thin foam tape because the thickness of those layers, because I've got like layer upon layer upon layer, I'm gonna use some foam tape for him. That will work. Okay. I know, right? You can't go wrong with candy canes. Where are my scissors? They're there. You can't go wrong with candy canes. You can't go wrong, like, especially with paper candy canes. I'm not the biggest fan of real ones, but I love the look of them. Like, at one point, I'm trying to remember who did it. It might have been one of my grandparents. I forget. I just remember, like, there being candy canes on a Christmas tree, and it definitely wasn't my parents. I don't remember who. I distinctly remember there being candy canes and me swiping them. Because especially there used to be, I think they might still make them, but there used to be, they weren't peppermint candy canes. They were red and green candy canes, but they were like a strawberry flavor. And especially when I was a kid, if those were anywhere in my vicinity, all bets were off. Those were mine. Because I recall I got in trouble at one point because it was like the candy canes were basically like disappearing off the tree, and I was like, I don't know where those went. What candy canes? What are you talking about? Yeah, it was me. Totally. 100%. Can't help myself. Love them. Haven't had those things in like 30 years, but you know, those certain things that will just stick with you. Okay. I can add a little bit more. A plain black piece. Yes. Yes, Robin. If you wanted to like make these as little ornaments, yes, that's what I would do. Like this black cardstock that I used, I have it linked in the supplies, is Simon's like 100. This is heavyweight black, but yeah, if you wanted to make them, they'd be cute little ornaments. Oh my god. Yeah, I would die cut a second layer and slap it on there just to give it that extra little bit. But especially if you are using a little bit lighter weight of cardstock, then yeah, just double it up. You'd be good. You'd be good. It'd be fine. Okay, that's enough. I want to leave space in case because I want to tuck in, you know, whatever else. So we'll do that. My dog used to steal and eat the candy canes on her. Dogs, man. That doesn't really surprise me. Dogs are just the craziest of creatures, you know? And it always amazes me. Dogs specifically, cats can be like this too, but dogs specifically, it's like they can be the smartest, most brilliant animals, you know? Like they can track and hunt and sniff and do all, and like just do really, like save lives, literally save lives. And at the same time, at the drop out, they can be the derpiest, dumbest animals. And I love it. I love smart dogs. I love dumb dogs. I don't care. You know, dogs. They're so ridiculous. Anyway. Oh, look at him being just stupid cute. Look at him. Love it. They're like kids. Yeah. They kind of are. Dogs are just, they're so derpy. You know, they just are. Okay, so if we kind of tuck him in like that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because then there'll be that. Do. And then I did die cut some snowflakes that I forgot to figure out where I wanted to place them. Where's the other one? There it is. Because I was like, oh, yes. See? It's coming together. Sometimes my brain works okay. Not always and not often. Go like that. Tuck that one there. And then maybe there. We'll see. We'll see. What am I doing? Oh, I could stick that behind. Maybe. No, that's getting too busy. I like that one there, though. Let's get him in place. I'm all over the place. There we go. There we go. Love it. Okay. Then we can do our little greenery bits. My dog will eat the ornaments. My cat knocks on me. Oh, yep. I had a cat. As a kid, we had 3 cats. We had many cats over the years, but we had 3 cats that were from the same litter. So they were all siblings. There was 2 girls and a boy. And all 3 with very distinct markings. Like I had 2 siblings that I grew up with, and so we had these 3 cats. And yeah, the boy cat, dumbest cat, literally dumb as a brick. The stupidest cat you'd ever meet. Adorable, cuddly, loving, best cat ever, but just stupid and lazy. And he never needed to not be lazy because he had his 2 sisters that did everything for him. The amount of times we caught them, the sisters would climb our Christmas tree, knock down all the ornaments, and he would just lay on the ground, playing with them. And I talked about that in a live stream. The one, because we lived on an acreage, became a she was a hunter. She would go out and like hunt and different, and to the point where she ended up like actually becoming wild and running away. But she would hunt and she would bring back extra for him. And Yeah, she took care of him. She was mother. He was such an idiot cat. Oh my god. Like, he would literally, because for the longest time they weren't allowed in the house, and they would always find ways to get in, and him especially. He would wait for his opportunity to get into the house, and he would immediately run downstairs to where the TV was and like lay in front of the TV and wait for someone to turn it on for him, which we didn't really watch. We weren't allowed to watch TV. Long story. Anyway, but we would play like Nintendo, and he loved to watch Super Mario games. And he would just sit there and just like one brain cell, if that. Love it. Love it. Okay. Oh, Huskies are a whole other. Huskies are a whole other. They're the most dramatic dogs. I love Huskies, but I know better than to ever get one. The most dramatic, ridiculous dogs. Also brilliant, but man, are they loud. Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be our sentiment. And I want, because I'm going to stamp it like right there. Yeah, I'm going to adhere, because we're going to add splatter, of course. I have plans. Okay. Do. So I need to add, yeah, I'm going to add a bit of foam tape to even things out. It's like I lost my scissors. There we go. Okay. Stick that guy right in there. And then, because this sentiment is not super finicky, I don't mind doing a little bit of foam tape behind this because it's not so like, super narrow. I've talked about that a million times over. I do not have the patience to trim like hairs of foam tape. But man, do I love it when other makers do it. I'll see their image on Instagram or whatever, and they'll have something and it'll look like it's literally floating. And I'll be like, how? And it's like, oh yeah, no, they cut like slivers of foam tape, yada yada, and it's so good. And that alone, it's like they get a virtual salute from me, because I was like, that takes some patience, man, and I do not possess that. And yet I'll do like other ridiculously finicky things, but yeah. So we've got this so far. Gonna add a little bit of glue to that part. And then we can pop him into place right there. Love it. And then I have, where did I put it? There he is. Nope, wrong one. He's hiding under the pile of stuff. I think the stamp set's in stock. The coordinating dies, I think, are sold out right now. This is just the little Let It Snow, because it has that. That's exactly what I wanted to use. Or I could, if I didn't have a set, like there's many sets that do that, because Let It Snow is such a common sentiment that if I didn't have this individual one, I would have just either cut it off a different stamp or masked off just so I could have just this. And I think it'll fit. Yes, it'll fit right there. And because I'm insane, even though we're live, I'm going to freehand stamp this. You could use your stamp positioner. Like, I am going to pull out the Misty in a minute for the inside of the card, but yeah, I'm feeling a little confident. And if I mess it up, I can stamp this on a separate piece of cardstock and we can like adhere it on top. There's always ways to fix it, But I'm just going to ink this up with some Nocturne ink. Straighten it. Did it. I need like a little applause button. Anyway. Do. Love the pretty. I know, right? All these little shaped ones. She's got an entire line of it started with the winter mug set. I've done many videos, and I forgot to, oh, I couldn't, I maxed out the links I could put in the description box below the video. But when this live is over, I can put it in the end screen when everything's done and I can go back in and edit. But I have a playlist of pretty Pink Posh mug videos because it started with the winter mugs die set, and then she did a bunch of add-ons over like 2 or 3 years, and I've done many videos. I love that set, and yeah. And then this year she came out with like little character mug dies, and I was just like, stop it, so cute, love. Okay, we have that. Do I even carefully trying not to, there, stuck that right in there. That works. I am happy with that. Those ones I'll just keep. Yes, because we need, oh, I should keep this little piece. We need to add splatter to this, dude. Okay. I'm going to use this as my mask. Let's move this. Let's move this. I should have been done this live by now, but I got distracted, and then, you know, the links issue and blah, 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 whatever. But let's add, doop. There we go. And then this, and I don't know, this was never, I did not invent this idea. I forget, again, who I picked it up from. Make sure your stamp is clean. But using your stamp to mask off, love that. You could also use just a little strip of paper. I don't mind splatter getting on everything else, but especially something small, like small sentiments, like a certain detail that it's like splatter would ruin it. Because like splatter, if it gets on that, it's like, what? You know what I mean? So using the stamp, perfect. But for something like that, also, you could just do just a little piece of paper. Because it would be just my luck. That's where like a blob would end up. We all know it. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's do some white acrylic speckle. Just some white splatter. I know. I love... Oh, and I also have... I have a coffee series playlist as well. It's been a while. I love making coffee themes cards, but then I'll go literal years without making one, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that was a thing that I love to do. But yeah, I started that coffee series years ago, years and years and years ago, and yeah, he'll get added to it if I remember, and yeah, they're fun. Okay, so put a little bit on my palette. Just take my trusty little fan brush. And we'll add some extra splattery bits to it. So there's going to be just layers of texture on this card. So fun. Yep. Okay. Love. I know, the splatter just makes it, you know? You can't go wrong. But like I always say, splatter isn't for everyone. In terms of, like, not everyone has to like it. You don't. And that's okay. You know? And I mean that. I'm not even saying that to be petty. It's okay. I just... It does legit amuse me. The fact that it became so controversial, and then I've had like some really rude comments about the splatter, and I'm just like, it's just paper, man. This isn't that deep. You don't have to like it. I don't, you know, but you also just don't need to be rude about it if you don't. It's okay. It's okay. So there was a little spot. There we go. So let's put our stamp away. There we go. Boop. He's so cute. Oh, I need to clean off that. I'm going to use the stencil again. Okay. I need to use my cloth. Actually, since this is live, I'm just going to take... I don't even use paper towel very often in here unless I have to. I just use a cloth normally, but I have all that paste on the stencil. So... There we go. He's been soaking. He's been soaking, so this was quick and easy. Because I just have a little container of water that has a lid that has like, it's similar to like a Systema style container, you know, with the little locking sides. I picked it up at like Home Goods or one of those types of stores. And I keep water in it specifically for times like this, or when I'm doing just a bunch of filming, etc. I can throw my stencils in there, lock the lid, because legit the amount of times I've nearly knocked that thing over and it's full of water, and just let them soak because it's so much easier to clean my stencils off. And then usually I clean them off in the sink when I'm done, or I use a cloth. But for the sake of live video, I need a card base. That was what I was going to do. Okay, I need a card base. Yes. The coffee's here. In fact, I can link to it. Give me half a second and I'll do that. If I go here and open it, I can put those playlists into the chat. I just need to go here and then, because I have like 5 million playlists. I have so many, it's ridiculous. I can do the Pretty Pink Posh ones. Get shareable link. Pop in chat. PPP mug playlist. Y'all can just like copy, open it in a new window, save it for later. So there's the playlist for the mug cards, and then the coffee series that I did, or still do. I just haven't. There's 65 videos in that one. Get the link. My coffee playlist. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So I need a card base. Shocker. And I didn't have any ready because I am a professional. So we just take cardstock, cut in half, and then I just got to score it, and there's our card base. Let me put that where it goes. Where's my little scoreboard? Okay, so your typical A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, just like so. You score it, and there's my card base. Just like that. And then this guy will be going on here. Oh, he's just so cute. I love him. But I want to add this to the inside. So I used up my trusty piece of Post-it tape. Oh, this one's broken. What the heck? Apologies. It makes my camera shake. Post-it tape, which I reuse the same piece over and over again. I just stick it to like my die cut machine. And I reuse it until there's nothing left of it. And then in the video I posted... Oh, it was the one I posted last night, making all the snowflake cards with all the colors. That was when I used up my trusty piece of Post-it tape. Because it got stamped all over, like it was full of ink. La, la, la. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. Blending brushes. These, FYI, let me double check. I don't want to say something if they're not still on sale. Let me double check. There we go. Is the set still on sale? Yas. The big set, and I have it linked. I can, if you give me a second, this one. If I'll put it in the chat, because now I have to do everything myself because he abandoned me. There we go. The big set of these brushes, like that has the big and the small, like the big set, it's on sale for like almost half off. Just FYI. I saw that when I was doing up my links and I was like, that's a good deal, man. Where's my cloth? There it is. So, okay. I just want to take my cloth. There we go. There we go. Doesn't need to be perfect because this is going on the inside of the card. And then I just wanted to use seafoam ink. I could use a full-size ink, but seafoam ink on the inside. I could also use a grip mat like a normal person, but what am I doing? It doesn't matter what direction the stencil's in. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll just use some seafoam ink. Just light, because this is the inside. You don't want it to be too busy. But I just wanted to add the little starry bits. And because I didn't put this on a grip mat, I am kind of being stupid and have to hold everything careful. But also my grip mats are kind of underneath a pile of other projects. Because again, this month's been nuts, you guys. And I have a mess to deal with. And I'm just disorganized. So, what else is new? Anyway, we're just going to add some ink to the inside of the card. Like so. And I am... Man, this is why I love grip mats. Like, a million times easier than trying to hold it in place. Love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Those brushes, that was a good deal, man. And then wipe off ink so I don't get it everywhere. There we go. There we go. And whatever. Set them over there. It doesn't need to be put away. Boop. And then stick that to the top of my die cut machine to use next time. And then I need a sentiment, which I was going to use. Let it snow. This is the winter greetings set. Love. And I want to use... I'm going to use... I like this. I like this sentiment. I like the Holly Jolly Christmas sentiment. This could definitely be... You could leave off some of the, like, Christmas elements and keep it more just winter themed. 100%. But, yeah. I am going to use it like this. There we go. So, we're going to stamp this guy with that same Nocturne ink. Ooh, and I still have... We could add... Yeah, why not? Okay, let's line this up with that. Stamp it with the Nocturne ink. Love it so much. I love the fonts. Love it. Just, yep. There we go. There we go. Take that guy out of there. Okay. So I have that. And then I have my extra little bits. So we'll just adhere those to the inside because why not? So do it like that. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Get the blob of glue off. So Stick this guy here. Perfection. And then we can add this guy. Like that. Got schmutz everywhere. Whatever. There we go. And then gotta add the little berries that I die cut. Which again, it was one die, so it's not like I even had to do extra. It just did it on its own. And then let's just hold him for a second so that glue can... Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's not December yet. It's coming. It's coming. I have another video coming tonight. I have to finish editing it. So I have another holiday card video coming tonight. I was going to do a bonus live tonight. A short one. Not card making related. But I think I'll do it tomorrow night instead because y'all, I have too much on my plate. So, okay. I just gotta hear my little... Do I just want to glue this? I think I just want to glue this down. Yeah. So, I need to do this little bonus live. I've talked about this in videos. Just randomly different things. Like doing this as a job. Like being a content creator, influencer, whatever. I don't like the word influencer because it has a rightfully negative connotation. Anyway, doing this as a job, I get a lot of offers. A lot. Like a disgusting amount of offers. And they're all like all over the place. I have been offered like lawnmowers, like a lot of it's just ridiculous crap. And not like legit lawnmowers, like just trash. A lot of the offers are either scams or the product is absolute garbage. I would never promote it, like so many things. And I always, 99.9% of the time, I either ignore it, I delete it, or I say just no. Because I refuse to promote really like cruddy products or scams, any of that kind of stuff. Absolutely will not do it. And yeah. And then there have been a few times where it's like, oh my gosh, like I would totally say yes to this. And then we find out it's a scam. It's not even a real offer. Like, and I'm talking like daily. I have been offered just some of the stupid stuff. Anyway, not too long ago, I was invited to try out some skincare products. So let me go to this. So and same thing, most beauty stuff that gets offered to me, I'm just like, nope, that's not the type of content I do. I don't want to do this. This one, however, it was from a brand that I'm that I personally use. And it's a Korean skincare brand. And I was like, crap. Because I genuinely wanted the product because I was like, I would have ordered it if, So I was like, sure, let's just see, because I wasn't even 100% sure, but also the store that sells it, I'm also familiar with. I've actually ordered the brand from a different store, but I was familiar with the store that contacted me, and I have friends that have ordered from it, so they were legit, all these things, because you never know. And yeah, so I got this little set of skincare, and then I was like, crap, I have to do like a promo, And then I got an email, and it was like, you agreed to do this, like this is what you need to do. And I looked into the agreements and I was like, I'm not going to do that kind of promo. Like if any of you are familiar with how like beauty influencers do their TikToks and reels and all that kind of stuff, like I'm not going to do that. So instead I thought I would do just a quick little live, and I can just show it, explain it, give a full disclaimer that it was sent to me, all these things. Cause I'm going to be a one-time most likely beauty influencer. So anyway. So I'm planning on doing a quick little live stream. I was going to do it tonight because it's like, oh, I'll wash my face, you know, and be like, look, this is my skincare routine. I'm literally going to film it here because I ain't setting up a camera in my bathroom. I'm not a beauty influencer. But yeah. So maybe tomorrow night I'll be able to do it just so then I can submit it to that brand and be like, I did it. Here you go. And either they'll never work with me again, which I'm fine with, or maybe they'll like the fact that I'm not like the rest of them and following ridiculous directions and slapping half a container of product on their face. Like some of the stuff I've seen, the rage bait type content, you know, where they're like just like pouring serums on their face, like all that stuff. No, stop it. Stop it. So, yeah. I'll be beauty influencer for a brief moment. And if any of you are willing to like join me, we can talk about skincare, you know, because yeah, when I saw all the requirements and what they really want me to do, I was like, I'm not doing any of it. Anyway, tomorrow evening is the plan. I was going to do it tonight, but I don't have time. I don't have time. So I'll do it tomorrow. And funny enough, where's my, here, I'll show you guys. I even took a photo of I wore, like I did one of the masks. And then I took a photo. I'll include it when we do the little live. Because I was like, this is me, man. The mask was great. I was actually impressed. You know, it's like I'm super professional, amazing beauty YouTuber. Anyway, so that'll be tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, I'll set it up and I'll give everyone a heads up. Because it's going to come out for a lot of my audience. It's going to come out of the blue and they'll be like, what is she doing? Because it's not card making, you know, but I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I got sent and I'll show you guys what I do for my skincare routine, which I don't wear makeup. Also, disclaimer, this camera does make, and I'm not kidding, does make me look a little bit better than I'd actually look. Just a smidge. There's like a little, I've noticed that I'm like, you know, because I don't like filters either. That's my biggest peeve is beauty influencers who use heavy filters. Because especially when you're promoting like foundation and, oh, it makes my skin so smooth and all these things. And I was like, that's a filter. Like, stop it. Anyway, back to the card. Look how cute he is. I love him. I love him. He's so cute. This was so fun. I appreciate you guys. So, yeah, we will do my first foray into beauty influencer territory. Talk about me causing chaos, man. So, probably tomorrow evening. I will set it up probably tomorrow morning because I have too much I need to get done tonight. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's skincare. Mine is basic. Super basic. And like I said, it's a brand I already use because, yeah, I'm already a little annoyed though but thankfully like I'm familiar with it. But that is also something to always keep in mind when people are promoting specifically skincare. Here's my other little disclaimer. Be very have critical thinking about that kind of stuff because when people are promoting specifically skincare, so often, most of the time when it comes to online and influencing, they have not been using it or they haven't used it at all or they've only been using it for like a day, a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, if that. Because I have seen so many claims and they're just like, oh, this changed my skin. It cleared up my acne. It took away wrinkles. None of those really do that. All these sorts of things. And I was like, and I know for a fact, because I have seen the back end, it's like, I have only had my hands on this skin, like the new pieces, for a few days. But I only said yes to it because I'm familiar with the brand and I already use a lot of the product. So I was like comfortable enough to say yes to it. Full transparency, you know, because I was like, if it had just been some random brand, I still may have said yes if I was interested, but you need time to use that kind of stuff, to get familiar with it, to see if it works for you. Skincare is very finicky too, because everyone's skin is different. All the things. Anyway, we'll get into it when I do that live. So that's just top of mind. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot. So, doodly doo. Hopefully you can take the time to relax. Honestly, once I get through the next 2-3 weeks, I've been saying this. I've been on this merry-go-round of insanity when it comes to just my workload, but also just on my personal life. It has been a lot of just not fun things I've had to deal with this year. But funny enough, I was thinking about it. Oh, I think about it all the time, but I was thinking about it specifically with that skincare stuff and that mask. And because one of the things it's like, this works great as a sleeping mask. Like you put it on, you're supposed to go to bed, which for me, I was like, that's not ever going to work. I don't sleep like on my back, I no. But then I was like, oh, you know how nice that'd be to put it on and then just have a nap, just chill out. And I was like, I probably should be doing that at least once a week. Like just take time for myself, maybe have a little nap, put on a mat, do a little multitask and do a little skincare, something. We'll see, because it is what it is. But yeah. Will you set up a notify button? When I set it up, I will try to set it up either tonight or tomorrow morning, and it'll show up on my channel. And then I'll post a little heads up on my YouTube page, my Facebook. That's where everyone is in my audience. And then when a live is ready to like set up, you can click the notify me. Yeah. It'll probably be like 8 p.m. Central maybe tomorrow in the evening. And it won't be super long either. Like we can still chat and stuff, but it's more just I need to get it done. I need to get it done, submit it. So at least I hold up my end of the bargain, because that's, you agree to do this promotion in exchange for the product. That's influencing in a nutshell, basically. So yeah. I love naps. I know, so do I. Although when I nap, I'm like curled up, like in the fetal position, blanket like on my head, basically. It's the best. But yeah, life needs to treat you better. Heard. This year's been rough. Like chaos, y'all. Unbelievable insanity. It. Anyway, surviving, and the year's getting better, and it's almost over. So I did my little card. Listen to an audiobook. Yeah. A little sort of nap or relax with like a face. I don't do face masks very often. One, I don't really like the feeling like of the gel type or the sheet masks. I get a little bit like, however, yeah, if you're laying back, because that's the thing too, because they slide, and then I just like, ugh. But if you lay back, have a little face mask on, and an audiobook, I could do that. I love audiobooks. I have a ton of them. I don't listen to them when I'm crafting and stuff, because I will literally just be sitting, because I'll get so into whatever the story is, and then I'm not getting anything done, and I'm just like I would be if I was like reading the actual book, So I don't listen to audiobooks as much as I want to anymore. Doo. That's me. My body doesn't know how to nap. I've never napped for less than 2 to 4 hours. Same. I used to. Honestly. I used to, but again, everybody's different. But I used to crash every day. Like I would be able to go to a certain point and my body would shut down. And I was not, but that was like, I had a bunch of health issues. Big shocker. And then I would literally, and I would be like, I just need to nap. And I would literally pass out for 2+ hours, and Chris would like handle things and whatever. And now I don't. But one, I got diagnosed officially with ADHD, which not a surprise at all. Not surprising at all. So one of the medications for that keeps me going. So I don't really nap as much, but yeah, I could though take some chill time and mask up and, you know, listen to a book or whatever. Doodly doo. And yeah, headphones listening to, yeah, same thing. Like that or like really chill music. If I have my headphones on and if I'm laying down, because I would do that too. It's like, no, I'm not going to nap. So I would listen to something, but I would just pass out. So, um, yeah, some people I've always wondered, the ones that are just like, just a cat nap, like, and they could literally do like 20 minutes. Like, I just need 20 minutes. And it was like, no, if I close my eyes, I am going to sleep for like 2-3 hours. But yeah, my system just, my body was messed up. Yeah. That's me. After my diagnosis, I found out every single creator I love eventually turns out to have it too. Yeah. I think a lot of us are on the spectrum. You know, I've been aware of it for a chunk of time. And then I finally I was like, I should do something about this. Because it was getting to the point where it was like, it's been hard. I have been so, like, I kept saying I was like multitasking and scatterbrained, but it was interfering severely with my life and my work and all the things. And I talked to my doctor and she's like, she literally basically just like, dude, seriously. And then I got diagnosed and it was like, you know, yeah, ADHD, big time. So, yeah. Oh, the code for Pretty Pink Posh, it's in the description. It's just Friday 25, all caps. It's in the description. Yeah. Back to what we're doing. The Pretty Pink Posh site-wide sale ends tonight. So there's still plenty of time, you know. And it's just Friday 25 is the code. And that'll get you 25% off. A lot of stuff's out of stock because it's sold out over the last couple days, but there's still plenty to choose from. And then things will get restocked. Obviously, it won't be on sale, but you never know what happens down the road. There may be other sales, all those sorts of things. Anywho, I very much appreciate you guys tuning in today. And we had our little hiccup with the with my links not working, but they seem to be working now. So love it. And all credit to Paulina, the owner at Pretty Pink Posh. I still believe that she fixed it because who knows? That's always that's just my life in a nutshell. But yeah, card winner. Not during right now. Because normally during my lives, he picks a winner and we announce it end of the live. Chris had to go earlier and do errands, chauffeur another kid, all the things. So I'm gonna leave the form for the giveaway. I'm gonna leave it up and I'll do it probably tomorrow night. I'll close it out and we'll pick a winner. So then if anyone happens to watch on the replay, they have a chance. If the form is still visible in the description box below the video, it's right near the top and it just says want to win the cards, yada yada yada. And it's just a form. You put in your name and address. It's private. I don't share that info with anyone ever. You know, all I use is the winner's name and address to mail them the card, and then I delete all that stuff. Nobody gets access to it. So, yeah, I'll leave it up to tomorrow night when I do my beauty influencer live. I can announce who won. That works. I'll make a note because I'm going to forget I said this. I will completely forget. But because I had to make a note too. I was like, need to post my skincare review. Can announce Pretty Pink Posh card winner. There we go. Because if I do not write it down, I will forget. So that's what I'll do. I'll do my little mini live tomorrow. You guys can witness my my first foray into the beauty influencer. But no, it's not something I want to do. I just I couldn't pass up free skincare, man. Yeah. Anyway, um, I do. Oh, I put those away. I was gonna grab. I should have. I put away the skeleton hands. I would grab them if I could because that would be funny, because I don't have the disembodied hand. Um, but they're like 10 feet up in the air. I couldn't reach them. Or, well, I could, but not something I should risk during a live. I was joking about that with him. I need to get like a life size like thing hand. You'd sit on my shoulder or something. Um, yeah, I could use that and be like, bye, because we these things just kind of evolve. And yeah, the disembodied hand saying goodbye, but he only could help for the first little bit. And then he's doing other things that are still a big help. Like he went to Costco today on a Sunday to get some groceries. And I warned him ahead of time. I was like, dude, it is going to be awful. And he was like, I know, but we need groceries and da da da. And he was already having to leave the house to do some errands. And I was like, okay. Oh yeah, he texted me from Costco and he's like, the lineup to check out is like all the way back to the produce section, like the back of the warehouse. And I was like, I told you so. I told you it was going to be psychotic. But he was able to get in and out fairly quickly, but he's also better than I am. I get distracted. I always want to look around and see what's new at the Costco warehouse, because you never know what kind of treasure you're going to find. Whereas he's just like, gets what he needs on his list, does not see any, like, he's like a horse, with the blinder. Like, he just gets exactly what he needs. And God forbid if they move anything around, because we go to Costco, like, we have a bunch of kids, so we're at Costco constantly. So God forbid they move anything around, because the amount of times he's like, they didn't have it. I'm like, are you sure? Did you check the end cap? Did it, He's like, no, it wasn't there. And then I'll go to Costco the next day to get some more things. And I was like, it's right there. So I sent him a photo and he's like, oh, I didn't see it. I'm like, men. Anyway. Okay. I will have a battery power. Yeah, I do. I need to get a thing hand. That would be hilarious. But yeah, stay tuned. I will have I have a pre-recorded, edited video, another holiday one coming much later tonight. I just have to finish editing it. And then December starts tomorrow. Tim Holtz and Heidi are going live tomorrow morning on the Simon YouTube channel. 9 a.m. Eastern, I think is when they start. Something. So that is tomorrow morning. I'm hoping to have a video. I have it. I can't say anything. I value my job, man. But it'll be, and of course, as you like Tim and his lives and whatever magical things he creates, seriously, it's going to be amazing. And then, yeah, I'll do my first beauty skincare little live stream tomorrow night at some point. It will be set up and I'll just give you guys a heads up on my socials. And y'all can laugh at me and be like, this is why you stick to card making. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, okay. I do appreciate you guys. Everything's good. Yeah. Costco's just ridiculous. But that's it for me. I won't need to add any other links. No, the supplies are good. The links were working. I'll do the little photos and all of it. And then, yeah, the giveaway for this card, I will close it out tomorrow evening and I'll announce it in my beauty influ. I can't even say that with a straight face because I just, But yeah, I wanted to talk about it ahead of time, kind of give as many of you a little heads up because it is going to come right out of the blue. I do card making content, crafting content. That's all I do. So yeah, me doing like skincare out of the blue is going to be weird. Anyway, is that 12 Eastern? No, it'll be noon. No, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's already set up on the Simon YouTube channel, the live for December. You can go on Simon Says Stamps YouTube channel. You'll see it, and when you look at it on your own device, it'll give you the time in your time zone, because I'm pretty sure it's 9 a.m. Eastern that it's going up, which my time is 8. I can check. I can check. I don't need to keep talking out my rear. I can just go to their YouTube channel and tell you that. Yeah, 8 a.m. my time, because I'm kind of on Central Time, but 9 a.m. Eastern, and it's already set up. People are already in the chat. God. Oh my goodness, people. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, I will be tuning in. It's going to be a little early, but I'll be tuning in. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the things. And then I'm hoping I'll get a video up using it. It'll be a little later. I got so much to do. I got to go. I need to stop procrastinating. I enjoy talking to you guys. Welcome to my ADHD brain. We all have skin and should take care of it. True. And at least I like talking about yeah. 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 I like talking with you guys, and I think it'll be good. I think he also said he'd be at noon. Oh, maybe. Is that what he said? I was watching him live, but I was doing 5 million other things when I was watching him live. But if he's going live at noon Eastern that would be why they're going live so early. My guess, my prediction is they're going to do the December. My prediction is then after that, he's going to release the final set of Oxide Minis or some other magical product, because you never know what goes on in his magical brain. It'll be something amazing. But if it's with Ranger, my bet is the Oxide Minis. But who knows? It could be that plus something, or it could be like some life-changing paste or glitter or something. Who knows? Who knows? But that's what I assume. You'll be at work. Yeah, I wouldn't. For those that might be like working on Monday, in years past, specifically with December, because in years past, Tim Holtz has done a exclusive little die set with Simon Says Stamp for many years. I forget when the first one was, like 5 years ago, something. In years past, when he has done that, it has stayed in stock. You usually would the only way you could get it was free with a purchase, and it usually was at least $25 or something. That's how it was in years past. I honestly do not know what the plan is, what's going on. So I'm just speaking about how it worked then. But in years past, when they did them, it was available for at least a couple of days, sometimes a bit more. It just depends on how crazy popular, different things. So yeah, I wouldn't stress about it or anything like that. It's they however they plan on doing it, whatever the plan is, I don't know, but they usually at least try to make it so it's not like, and then you blink and you miss it. So it's all good. And then things like if I'm right and it is the Oxide Minis, well, those are just a part of the permanent line. No biggie there. Can come back and watch. There'll be techniques, all the amazing things he does that I'm just like, what the heck? Love it. So anyway, yeah, because you never know. You never know what they have up their sleeves. And I don't know. I make assumptions. And then if I did know, I wouldn't be allowed to say anything anyway, because, secrets. But I have no idea. He did say that the Oxide Minis, the last set, was going to come out in November. And we're at the end, so I'm assuming it's going to be tomorrow. And that's fine. So it'll be exciting. There's going to be all kinds of things. A picture of Hiding Tim says Mini Oxides number 3 on. Oh, there you go. There you go. Do they have it on their... I don't know where you're seeing that, but interesting. Yeah, I would assume that that's what it is. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. There'll be so much inspiration is the biggest thing. That's why I love when Tim Holtz goes live, because it's just fascinating, and creative, and just that whole, when he does that whole like, but what if? And I'm like, we're in for a treat, you know, and just using products and all the things. Like his live yesterday, using the alcohol inks with those ornaments. I know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this year, but never occurred to me. I have those ornaments, and then I ordered more. But yeah, I was like, it never occurred to me to color them with alcohol inks, and I rarely ever use my alcohol inks. And that just, I was like, same with the clear ornaments, the way he showed that in his live yesterday too, and using alcohol ink with them. And I was like, oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing that. I did a tutorial, and it hit me yesterday. I did a tutorial many, many, many years ago showing how to make custom ornaments. I used glass back then. They were clear glass ornaments that I used just regular re-inkers, not alcohol ink, anything like that. It was regular re-inkers and glitter and coating the insides with it. And I did a tutorial. This is before YouTube, all the things. I took photos. I showed how I did it. And it was one of my most viewed blog posts back then. This was like almost 20 years ago. And it just hit me yesterday because I was like, oh yeah, because I still have those ornaments. I've had those ornaments for almost 20 years. They have not, like, the glitter is still stuck to the inside. Like, it worked. It worked great because I used to get asked a lot about that. Every year that would come back up and people were like, are the ornaments okay? And I was like, yeah, they're fine. All that footage, that content is gone when my website got wiped at the end of September, my old website. So I may have to like maybe film a video and make some more to show how I did that, because those were fun. It's been years, and you cannot go back. Like, it's gone. That entire, like, it's been wiped from the internet. I'm so upset about that. So I need to do a video again. Probably won't get to it this year, but yeah. Oh, did Tim post it? Okay. I'll take a quick peek, and then I will end out this live so that we can all get back to our lives. Tim Holtz. Oh, he did too. Oh, and I was right. I was right. Mini oxides, number 3, plus, question mark, question mark. Oh, I bet that though is him going, is this like the live? Yeah. So yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's Cyber Monday surprise is the question mark, because nobody's going to know till they unveil it. And then, yes, he's going live later with the final set of the mini distress oxides. So I was right. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So tons of inspiration tomorrow. That'll be good. And the mercury glass arm. Yes. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have a million plans, a million things, but I will get the stuff done for this. I will have one more holiday video. Like, I'll have more holiday videos, but I have another one coming this evening, pre-edited, recorded, so it's not super long. That'll come this evening. Tomorrow is a Tim Holtz extravaganza, first thing in the morning and then later on in the day. But those will all be available for replay on Simon Says Stamp channel, Tim Holtz, etc. The sale, the Pretty Pink Posh brand sale, linked in the description box below with the code. That ends tonight. And then I'll do a bonus mini beauty influencer live tomorrow evening at some point. Not 100% certain on the time, but it'll probably be around like 8 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central, probably. Something. And I'll show you my amazing skincare routine, and we can have a chat, and then at least that can be checked off my list. And yeah, that's it for me thank y'all for hanging out with me and chatting with me and all the fun things. I very much appreciate you guys. And this was fun. I had so much fun making this. Look at him. Look at all that texture. And then, that's so fun. Okay. I really hope you do the ornaments. I do. I'm planning on it. I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to do it this year. I want to. I really want to. But we'll see. And if I don't do it this year, I'll hopefully do it next year. Because it's going to be I have just chaos to deal with. But I haven't made any ornaments in many, many years. I used to make a lot of ornaments over 10 years ago. It's been, I think, over 10 years since I've made any ornaments or anything like that. And yeah, watching his live yesterday and just all of that, I was just like, I love it. Because I literally have those white glittery snowflake, those cheap plastic ones. I have them. I put them on my tree every year. I never thought to color them with alcohol inks. And I'm going to have so many beautiful ornaments. I'm so excited. But I don't know if I'm going to get to it this year. So we'll see. It'll be fun. But we will get to it. I love this penguin. He's adorable. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Everything is good. The tech worked. Did my side camera still continue to work? Oh, he did. Look at my beautiful side camera. Isn't it amazing? It's so amazing. I'm so professional now. I'm like, I love it. And it worked. So everything's good. Anyway, I got to run and do 5 million other things and clean up this mess, finish editing that other video, blah, 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 that I've already gone on about. I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys, some of y'all, hopefully. I'll see you tomorrow during my little skincare live when I get it set up. I'll see you all in other videos. There's always stuff going up for me. And I'll talk to you guys later. And disembodied hand, sort of. There we go. I can kind of do it myself too. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!